This is Mochi. He's a Pawmi. Pawmi has the 7th lowest defense in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And I like this Pawmi so much that I don't want to evolve him. So I'm going to try and beat the entirety of Pokemon Violet with this single little Pawmi. And I mean the whole game. Every Titan, every Team Star fight, the Elite Four, the Champion, Nemona, and the final fight in the game. I actually don't know if this is possible, but I sure hope it is because I drew 54 anime drawings for this video. So subscribe. Mochi is a squishy little guy with a stat spread lower than every single starter Pokemon, including Sprigatito, and the defense stat that is half of Wooper. And the trainer who will be attempting this challenge is none other than Moxie-kun. He picked Charlie the Fuecoco as his first starter, but Charlie got lost while he was catching Mochi. So yeah, no starter for us. Also, no items in battle for us as well. Why not make this as hard as possible? Choosing Fuecoco as our starter originally means that Nemona now has Sprigatito, the grass-type Pokemon that resists Pawmi's electric moves. Great. Why? Static. Okay, this is one of Mochi's secret weapons. Pawmi's regular, not even hidden ability has a 30% chance to paralyze the opponent if they hit him with a physical move, which means there's a 25% chance that their move will completely fail. Okay, spoiler alert, Mochi's ability is not going to help us a single time in this entire run. Luckily though, Scripted battle! Chat decided I have to do 10 squats for every death, so I guess we're gonna do that. So I originally planned to do my Pokemon Violet run as a Nuzlocke, which is important for lore reasons, but I ended up deciding to do a solo run, which makes Mochi technically invincible. Every time he dies, he gets back up. Stronger than ever. Okay, yeah, we're still gonna have to level up though. Also, I'm looking after a cat for the weekend, so say hi to Zuko. We got Mochi up to level 8 to match Team Star's Shroodle, and that went a lot better. Nemona teaches us how to terastallize, which lets us eventually change into whatever type we want, which will be very useful. For now though, it just boosts our electric moves by 50%, which also helps a lot. So we destroyed the Yungoos, then jumped on Donut and drove on down to the first gym, in the rain. We decided that we have to try every challenge at the level that we arrive at. But I also wanted to see if we could beat Gym 1 without over-leveling. So we can't go over level 15. Terra Thundershock is basically all we have right now, which nearly one-shots the Nimble. But Nimble lowers our special attack. So we switch to Nuzzle instead, which is a physical move, and guarantees a paralysis. We take a huge bug bite and kill the Tarantula. Teddiursa comes out and goes bug type as we Nuzzle again. Fury Cutter! That's a throw, right? That doesn't kill. Everything kills. I really wanted to try and beat Gym 1 without breaking the level cap, but he just can't live a Fury Cutter. We go in one last time at level 15, kill the Nimble and hit level 16, which is still like technically abiding by the level cap, and that lets Mochi live a Terra Fury Cutter. We just need to get lucky right now. Get paralyzed! Ah! Now you might be thinking, is he just gonna paralyze everything and try to beat this with luck? Well, the answer is no. We try, but paralysis pretty much stops helping at the second gym. For now though, next up is the Rock Titan, and we have Dig for this. Nice damage. Ah! The Crab's ability boosts all of its stats when it gets under half HP, including its speed. We level up and try again. I forgot about this. No evolving. No. No. No! Good boy. This time we Nuzzle for the para, which actually procs, so we dig twice, then chase it down for round 2. Come on, let me land on his head. Oh no, he's gonna... Alright, Mochi just saved Moxie-kun's life, that's fine. Arvin helps out this time and it's GG's. Nice. Oh, Mochi's in the chat, look how fluffy he is. Look at the fluff. Look at the fluff. Alright, it's time for the grass gym. And first try, we couldn't even beat his first Pokemon. No! We leveled up a bit more and learned Bite, so this time we go for a Paraflinch tactic. Paralysis plus Bite's 30% chance to flinch gives us over a 50% chance for Sudowoodo to not be able to... Or crit! Done! Never mind. Either way, from here on out, Nuzzle becomes so weak that it's never worth sacrificing a turn to paralyze, and I don't want to win with luck anyway. So now, we're forced to exploit basically every held item in this game and dig up some very forgotten about moves. You're about to see some very unique strategy. The Bird Titan gets destroyed by Terra Thundershocks, then we took on the first Team Star guy. You can't challenge Team Star without at least 3 Pokemon in your party that can battle. Crap. We decided to catch Lucky and Cheese, then headed in. We can't use them in battle, don't worry, that's cheating. Look at him go. Look at this dude. I don't need the others. They're just here to watch, bro. Mochi digs Giacomo's pawn yard, then he drives up on us with his Revavaroom, which has a boss HP bar. Snarl? Oh! Yeah, we need more levels. But we also went and bought the magnet item from the shops, which gives you another 20% damage to electric type moves. And we also grabbed the leftovers for later and tried again at level 35. Level 35 was not enough. Oh. At level 40, Mochi learns Discharge, which basically doubles our damage output. No. No. You're staying... Do we let this guy go Pawmo if we beat the challenge? Because I love Pawmo. With the 80 damage discharge over the 40 damage Thundershock, we now two-shot the car. Iono is up next, the electric type gym leader. We have Dig, and that's great, but her ace, Miss Magius, terrors into an electric type while also having the levitate ability, making it immune to Dig, and it resists discharge. Luckily, we find the perfect move, entrainment. The user dances with an odd rhythm that compels the target to mimic it, making the target's ability the same as the user's. So now we can just get rid of its ground type immunity and dig the crap out of Miss Magius. Fire type Team Star is up next. She leads with a Torkoal, and its ability sets up the sun. I think I just dig and win. Flame Wheel, eat that up, I swear, if you burn me. What? Well, another dig kills the Torkoal, but the car sun-boosted overheats Mochi. He somehow lives, does like a quarter damage, and dies to Blazing Torque. Oh no. Okay, level 50. We are halfway to level 100 already, and we've barely beat 3 gyms. We're gonna run out of levels soon, and then it's really gonna come down to strategies. This time, it was raining when we entered, which hilariously cancelled out Torkoal's drought, so Mochi's able to take the car's hits super well, and we win with a few digs, as planned. We took on Earthworm Gym by using entrainment, then destroyed the gym with magnet-boosted Terra Thunderbolts. That was about as easy as you'd expect. Poison type Team Star time. We beat up Yusuf, the guy out the front. Sorry, Yusuf, my bad. You're so bad at this game. No! Atticus time. This is where the whole game suddenly gets like 10 times harder. Mochi uses Dig, gets poisoned by Toxic underground, hits Dig, he takes a Venom Shock, kills the Skuntank with a Crunch, then dies to poison. From this point on, we can no longer take 2 hits in one battle. Then we remember the move Substitute exists. This lets us put up a little plushie shield, avoid Toxic and Sucker Punch from the Skuntank, and thanks to Dig and some leftovers healing, we're able to beat the car. At level 65, we drove on down to Larry's gym, and it's time to whip out the metronome item. With this item, every time we use the same move in a row, it'll increase in damage by 20%, which means by the time we get to the Staraptor, we're basically doing like double damage. Big brain moments. I use Dig here to gain more leftovers back. Massive brain. Lefty heals. I didn't get any lefties. I don't have lefties. I got the metronome one, right? I have the metronome one, right? I broke metronome! I forgot my own strat halfway through. We Thunderbolt the Staraptor again, and of course it doesn't kill. Oh my god. The para! Okay, this is actually the last time any luck gets in the way. But if I spammed Thunderbolt like I was supposed to, we would have just won anyway. Whatever, man, shut up. Yeah, as planned. Nemona rival time, and we're forced right into the battle. Lycanroc gets metronome digged, so does Goomy, so does Pawmo, then out comes the Mouscarada. We're forced to crunch as it goes Terra Grass, and Flower Trick crits us. He somehow lives it, and we still have the metronome on. Metronome crunch. No! Come on! Nemona lets us go again, but we eventually have to beat that Mouscarada to get past her last fight. For now though, we have to do double battles in a solo run. We're forced to have 2 Pokemon, so the plan is to bring Lucky along, then use Discharge with Mochi and just kill everybody, including Lucky. Shadow Snake! The problem is, they kill Lucky before Mochi can even do anything. That is cheating. We have one other tactic. If we lead with both Lucky and Cheese, who are like level 3, they just die straight away, leaving us with just Mochi on the field, giving Mochi no advantage. We Terra, take a massive Sucker Punch, then a few crunches gets us through the battle. 6th gym down. Titan time, and it's a ground type. Luckily, there's an item called the Air Balloon, which lets you dodge any ground type move as long as the opponent doesn't hit you and pop it. So we just dig and win. Unfortunately, this strat will not work against the ground type Elite Four. You'll see. The 7th gym is up next, but we gotta pay a visit to someone real quick. This is Moxie-chan. She's my character from Pokemon Scarlet, and right now we're doing a Nuzlocke on her file, but she needs Moxie-kun to help evolve some Pokemon. So we help her get a Palafin, and she just leaves. What a nerd! Psychic Gym is up next, which actually means Nemona fight first. And we also find a super important move. Up this hill is the TM for Play Rough, a 90 base power Fairy type move, which comes in handy against Nemona's Sliggoo and Pawmo. Her Meowscarada still destroys us though. Tulip time. New strat, Expert Belt. This item increases the damage of super effective moves by 20%, which is quite a bit, and we pretty much only use super effective moves here, so that was an easy one. Get out of the way, you stupid ass text box. 8th gym. It takes us all the way up to level 85 before we can beat the last gym. At that point, Terra Metronome Thunderbolt sweeps the whole gym. And the same thing happens to Fairy Team Star. We swim on down to the last Titan fight, then Mochi goes Terra Electric while swimming. Swimming Terra. What? A few play roughs and the final Titan is down. Are we gonna get a happy scene with him just swimming? Time for the final Team Star battle against Eri, who absolutely destroyed me in Pokemon Scarlet, but maybe our level 85 Pawmi can make a difference. Toxicroak somehow lives a Terra-boosted, Magnet-boosted Thunderbolt, then Poison Jabs Mochi. Passimian lives a Play Rough and goes for a close combat. Holy crap! Okay. If we can't even beat 2 Pokemon here at level 85, I don't know how the hell we're supposed to beat 6 Paradox Pokemon. Oh, hang on. Moxie-chan came over because she wanted to have a look at my malicious armor, which we got earlier. We traded Mochi over holding the armor, then she took it off him, used it to evolve her Cereal Edge, traded Mochi back empty-handed, and left. I said I'd give I didn't never said what I'd give back. I just said I'd give it back. Level 95. A level 95 Thunderbolt still doesn't kill and annihilate. We make it to the car and hit it with a 200% boosted Metronome Thunderbolt, but it still beats us. I don't want to go to level 100 before we even get to the Elite Four, so it's time to EV train. Using a few calciums, we're able to boost up Mochi's special attack. So we spent some money and Mochi goes from 117 to 136. That's a decent boost. Hey Mochi, you got drugged. How do you feel? Mochi? Mochi? With the 20 extra special attack stats and the Metronome item, it was enough to make it through. Finally, Elite Four time. And the first leader has 5 ground-type Pokemon. Alright, Mochi. Here goes nothing. We have the air balloon. Oh, it's a freaking Quagsire. Okay. My best thing I can do is play rough and get an attack drop. We don't miss, which is nice, but it does less than half. Then it uses muddy water on us and lowers our accuracy. And pops my air balloon. We go for a play rough. We missed, and Earth Power. We didn't even beat the first Pokemon. Bro, I think we might need to change Terra types, I agree. We have a look at the upcoming teams, and it seems like water and ice both have their benefits. We decided to go with water. So, the way for us to change our Terra type from electric to water is to go to a bunch of water Terra raids. Each time you beat a Terra raid, you get like 3 Terra shards. Sometimes 2, sometimes none, and you need 50 to change your type. Eventually, we get enough. So we head on over to the sushi place and talk to this guy who can change your Pokemon's Terra type with 50 shards. So now when we Terra, Mochi will turn into a water type. The cool thing now is that when we use the move Terra Blast, this will turn into an 80 base power water type move that is either physical or special depending on which of your stats is higher. And we're going to be messing with that a lot. I think it's officially time. Apparently if you use a rare candy on a level 100 Pokemon, they can still evolve. I've put it off for long enough. We're at the Elite Four. We need all the power we can get. Mochi goes level 100. No. Stop. We go to the market to grab some EV reducing berries so we could rework our stats a bit. Then we spent a bunch more money on drugs to completely max out Mochi's special attack and speed, and bought some bottle caps to max out his IVs. We grab a Rash Mint to change his nature, which gives him another 10% special attack, and this is now as specially strong as a Pawmi can possibly be. Then chat comes up with a crazy idea. Fling King's Rock to flinch and break Donphan's Sturdy? Sturdy makes it so a Pokemon can't be killed in one shot, which screws us because that means we're taking a guaranteed hit from the Donphan. And Mochi can't take 2 hits. But with Fling, we can do damage, flinch it taking away its turn, then kill it next turn taking no damage. Which just means we have to one-shot the Whiscash and have enough HP to live possibly 2 Terra Earthquakes from a Clodsire. So, with Mochi holding the King's Rock and at maximum power, we head in. Whiscash comes out so we Terra Water then Terra Blast. We need this to one-shot. It does not. So now Mochi has to somehow take a Terra-boosted Earthquake from a Clodsire at 3/4 HP. We fling the King's Rock at the Donphan, flinching it and skipping its turn. Then we Terra Blast it, Camerupt, and Dugtrio. Then we Entrainment the Clodsire, removing its Water Absorb. We have to do this, otherwise we can't hit it with our Water Terra Blast. For some reason though, instead of attacking us, it uses Toxic. The AI doesn't see a kill with Earthquake, so it's going for the setup. I think we sub. The Clodsire has Toxic and Protect. It's gonna try and stall us. So predicting the Protect next turn, we go for the substitute, giving us a free shield for the Earthquake that's inevitably coming. Now, oh my god. Now Terra Blast needs to kill, which it's probably not going to. It kills! 1 down, 3 to go. Out comes a Copperaja. Dig doesn't kill the elephant and we get Play Roughed. Then we kill it with Thunderbolt. Magnezone has 32, so we fling it. Then Dig expecting a discharge because we're a water type, but it light screens. So Dig just kills it. We don't kill the Corviknight with a Thunderbolt, but then it uses Iron Defense. That seems like a bit of a throw. Another Thunderbolt KOs. We take a ton of damage 1v1ing a Bronzong. Then Dig barely doesn't kill Tinkaton. Misplay Rough. Oh no! Never mind. We get squished. We get squished. We just need enough attack to kill Tinkaton with Dig, so we use some more berries to lower Mochi's special attack and boost his physical attack, then go back in. The Corviknight throws again, and it turns out it's trying to boost the power of Body Press, because it knows it can't kill us if it doesn't set up, which means 2 Thunderbolts destroys it. And with Mochi's boosted physical attack, Dig one-shots the Tinkaton. Larry time. Flying types. Is Ice actually better? Ice Terror would technically get us through the last 2 fights, like, way more easily. But I really don't want to go and do a bunch of Ice Raids again. And we're here now anyway, so we go in. Turns out, Mochi just Thunderbolts and crunches the whole team, and we beat Larry first try. Maybe we don't need Terra Ice. The next one, though, is Dragon. Nearly the whole team is weak to Fairy, so we put on the Metronome, feed Zuko, boost Mochi's attack to the absolute max, and head in. Mochi takes a massive Sludge Bomb from a Dragalag, then proceeds to Metronome play rough the entire Dragon Elite Four. Oh my god. We made it to the champion! We put the leftovers back on and headed in. G2 is where a lot of people end their Nuzlocks and their challenge runs. That's not the way we do it around here. We're beating this whole game. However, getting this far has pushed this Pawmi to its absolute maximum. And this fight starts to push me to mine. Alright, champion time. Esparthra comes out and dies to a crunch. Pretty good start. But then Avalon comes out. This thing has like 180 defense, but its special defense is not great. Thunderbolt. It might just die, to be honest. Oh my god, it just died. King Gambit comes out, and I forgot to teach Mochi Dig. It has pretty low special defense compared to its defense, so we go for the Thunderbolt, then take a Kowtow Cleave, which does a lot, then kill it next turn. Then Go-Goat comes out. This is a problem in 12 pieces. There is not a single move that Pawmi can learn that is super effective against a grass type. And it has Horn Leech, which does damage and then heals the Go-Goat 50% of the damage that it does. Play rough, lower its attack, GG's. No! The Go-Goat then uses Bulk Up, increasing its attack and defense. Play Rough does less than half after a Bulk Up, and Horn Leech hits like a truck and heals it. We cannot let this thing use Horn Leech. Crunch, Thunderbolt, and Dig gets us back to where we were, but Kowtow Cleave does a ton still. Starting to feel like we need the Ice Terror. Of all Pokemon, a Go-Goat is the problem. We Crunch, which could be a 2-shot, but it bulks up again, increasing its defense. This time we test the normal type Terra Blast, but I forget because my physical attack is higher than my special attack right now, this Terra Blast does physical damage. Whoa! Oh no! Ice Terror is really looking like the win here, but that means I'll have to go do another 50 raids and get all the way back here through the Elite Four. And it's literally getting dark outside. I've been bashing my head against this game for nearly 15 hours straight. And doing that starts to make you wonder why we even do these challenge runs at all. Like, what am I doing right now? Streaming an entire Pokemon game with one Pokemon in a way it was clearly not built to be made to beat. Not to mention spending 2 months making this video. We used to be cavemen picking berries and shit. So why did I choose to do this? Why Pawmi? I think it's because I actually really like this Pokemon, but when these games came out, it didn't seem like anyone else really did. Just another Pikachu ripoff. He doesn't even change when he evolves, he just stands up. And then when he evolves again, he just gets taller, gets a crazier haircut. He's just designed to be a marketable plushie. But with some of the designs we've been getting recently, I don't know, I think more Pokemon should look like marketable plushies. I guess I wanted to put some respect on this plushie's name. We try again with the substitute tactic, but even when it attacks our substitute, it still heals with Horn Leech. And because our HP is so low from the substitute, it doesn't even bother bulking up, and we need it to bulk up. Mochi dies again. I've edited out most of them, but at this point, Mochi has experienced death 61 times. You gotta wonder what that's like. In universe, we are making this digital animal face pain and death over and over and over again. And for some reason, the only way he gives up is if we do. We try again, remembering that the first time we tried, we missed our first play rock. That does a good amount of damage. Why? Horn Leech heals it back up a bit, but Play Rough could still kill from here. Oh, come on! Oh? What? You bitch! The champion that, like, sucks the most is kind of proving to be the hardest battle of this Pawmi run. Alright, we're trying Metronome. At this point, I'm trying everything. So why not bring it all the way back to the basics? Spamming Thunderbolt.
In the past, solo runs typically boil down to massively over-leveling and spamming one good move.
We EV train Mochi all the way back up in special attack. 2 Thunderbolts kill Esparthra, and another one kills Avalon. 160% Thunderbolt kills King Gambit. Go-Go comes out. What if we play Roth first and then Thunderbolt? No, bad play, bad play. Screw you, Thunderbolt. 180% Thunderbolt does just less than half. What? Go-Go goes for the bulk up, knowing it can't kill us with Horn Leech, but Metronome boosts Thunderbolt to 200% and it's enough to kill. Metronome! If the AI had decided to just attack, instead of setting up when they can't kill, Horn Leech would have out-healed our second Thunderbolt, and this battle might literally have been impossible. The loser comes in, which is slow as and dies to a Thunderbolt, which leaves us with the ace, Lamora. I want to Water Terror it. T-Bolt probably kills, but I want a Terror, because it looks sick. Are we finally on to endgame? Please. Please. Oh my god. Well, we made it through the worst champion in Pokemon history. Now stuff gets really real. As per our rule, we go straight to Nemona. Knowing we'll be using Play Rough a bit here, we even out Mochi's attack EVs a bit and head in. Lycanroc gets Dig, but Orthworm lives the Thunderbolt and we get Earthquake. Magically live. Wow. The Dunsparce eats up a Thunderbolt too and Mochi dies to a Drill Run. Knowing we need more damage, we EV train Mochi back up in some special attack and grab an air balloon to dodge the super effective ground moves. We Thunderbolt the Lycanroc and it doesn't die. I was supposed to dig. It is now 1 a.m. and I've probably been playing Pokemon 17 hours out of the last 24. And in universe, I just made a really dumb mistake which killed my digital animal. But he presses on. Why? I don't know. But this Pawmi is on a mission. We'll try again, digging Lycanroc, Thunderbolting the Worm. The Dunsparce coils for some reason and dies to 2 Thunderbolts. Pawmot dies to Play Rough, and so does Goodra. I cannot believe he's hitting that hard. Then out comes the Masquerade. If I take a hit, I die. I have to Play Rough, which will not be super. There's no way this kills. There's no way. It's faster? Live. That's a problem though. It's faster than us. Crap. Thunder Punch! Flexed on. At this point, we have no choice but to Terra Fire. So you know what we gotta do. 40-something raids later, we have our 50 Terra Shards. Now Masquerade Grass Terrors and we Terra Fire. Oh, let's go. That looks ridiculous. Why isn't it just a massive fire? Why did they make it candles like that? Now we resist the grass move. Eat this like nothing. Yup. And this should one-shot. Oh! Alright, no, that looks sick. We hit up Clavel, whatever his name is. I didn't change my moveset! Oranguru lives a Thunderbolt and hits a massive foul play. Terra Fire, Terra Blast kills a Abomasnow. Crunch kills Poltergeist. Fire Terra Blast kills a Moogus. And Thunderbolt kills Quaquaval. We're getting very close. Penny, Arven, Turo. I really hope this is doable. At this point, we still have no plan for the final fight. Next up, Penny. Umbreon gets Play Rough critted, Flareon gets digged, Vaporeon gets Thunderbolted, Leafeon gets Fire Terra Blasted, and out comes Jolteon. Oh, it used Thunder! Oh! Thunder crit? Okay, that's 69 deaths. You know what you have to do. Comment, just comment nice. This time we outspeed Jolteon and dig. What? Which somehow doesn't kill, but the second one does the job. And Sylveon goes Terra Fairy. Thunderbolt doesn't even do half. Shadow Ball crits us. We hit another Thunderbolt. It Moonblast for some reason, which we resist. And now we would win, but Sylveon has Quick Attack. Oh, it didn't use it. Alright, she threw. That's fine. We are really on the home stretch now. We hit up Arven for his fight. Arven leaves with Greedent, which lives a Thunderbolt and Earthquakes us. We kill it, and freaking Garganical comes out. It lives a Thunderbolt and we die to Earthquake. Did I see Zuko just then? Oh my god, he's up there! Look! Cool! Thunderbolt high rolls this time and kills the squirrel. Another one hits Garganical, and then it hits us with a Stone Edge, breaking our air balloon. Another bolt kills, and Toadstool comes out, and it's time to fire Terra. Terra Blast kills, Cloyster gets bolted, Scovillain somehow dies to Terra Blast, then Mabostiff comes out and lowers our attack with Intimidate. That's a problem. My plan was Play Rough. Let's Thunderbolt, screw it. It might kill, it might kill. Okay, just die, just die. It doesn't, and Moti gets crunched to death. The crit to rub it in. Crit may have mattered. We tried to Play Rough on Mabostiff this time, which does nothing, and the crit didn't matter. We need a different Terra. We have no choice. Turns out Toadstool and Mabostiff are both weak to Bug. We got some Bug Terra Shards from some raids, which we've definitely been doing the whole time, and Thunderbolt low rolls. Earthquake live. 75 deaths! A little earlier, my chat bet me 50 gifted subs that I couldn't beat this in 75 deaths or under. That means I have to win without dying one more time. But I felt like there was a chance. In fact, I was the only one who believed Moti could do this at all. At least half of my chat was convinced we weren't getting past the first Elite Four member. Yet here we are, taking on Arven, almost on our way to Area 0. Time to find out if he can go the whole way. But first we gotta get past this Garganical. Terra Bug on its EQ. Is your brain massive? Thunderbolt low rolls again. Body Slam pops our air balloon. Another bolt kills, but Garganical's now going to go for an Earthquake because our balloon is popped. So we Terra Bug, Thunderbolt, then resist the Earthquake with our new Bug typing. What is this going to look like? Yeah, I like Bug Terra. I'm down for that. That's a good one. Scovillain dies to Terra Blast. So does Toadstool. Cloyster dies to Thunderbolt, and Mabostiff gets Bug Terra Blasted. Let's go! We are through to Area 0. We fly on down into Area 0 on Donut the Miraidon and start our trek down to the Professor. We beat up a Glamora, then a Paradox Delibird, and we head deeper into the terrestrialized caves of Area 0. At the bottom, we take on some more Paradoxes with Nemona and a Pawmot, encounter a whole-ass second Miraidon, run into Turo, who was an AI robot all along, then take him on to save the world from being overrun by future Paradox Pokemon, and hopefully beat this ridiculous run. I'm not stuck here, am I? Here's the team. Iron Moth, Fire and Poison, 4 times weak to dig. Iron Bundle, Thunderbolt, destroyed. Iron Hands, dig, 2-shot, I think. Iron Jugulus, Thunderbolt. Iron Thorns, dig. Iron Valiant, Play Rough. Do we have something for everything here? We could Terra Fairy Moy to these two. You reckon I can leave and go get a Fairy Terra? I'll be back. Hang on. I'll be back. You can leave. You can leave. Can I fly out of here? You can fly out. We went and did a bunch of raids for our Fairy Shards, and it was time for Fairy Mochi. Pretty good moveset. Thunderbolt, Terra Blast, Dig, Play Rough. I guess we don't need Play Rough if we're going to be Terra Blasting. Iron Valiant has Poison Jab. Ooh, Iron Valiant has Poison Jab. We have to outspeed this Pokemon. How fast are you? 116 base speed. Okay, we have to outspeed this or he died of Poison Jab. Crap. Ironheads has Iron Head. Fake Out's going to be really annoying. Protect for Fake Out. Holy crap. Fake Out is the 40 base power normal move that goes first no matter what. Then it flinches you, just like we were doing to the Donphan. That means we have to take one guaranteed hit, and if we can't kill Iron Hands in one shot, we're gonna have to take 2 hits. And Mochi can't take 2 hits. Hello? Do you mind? I'm a little bit busy right now. Do not. However, Protect goes even faster than Fake Out does, protecting you from all damage, and Fake Out can only be used on the first turn. One more jog back to Turo, and it's time to see if this is doable. With the Air Balloon equipped and maximized physical attack and speed, we go in. And I have a $250 bet on the line here. Believe in him. The chosen one. From such humble beginnings as a little Pawmi. Now to defeat artificial intelligence from space-time. The story here is that this professor goes mad, basically. He's obsessed with the idea of Pokemon from the future, so he uses this time machine to literally summon Pokemon from the future to our time. The thing is, he died, so he programs an AI version of himself to stop you from destroying his time machine. This is that AI. Iron Moth. This AI professor developed a mind of his own. He saw the madness of what the original professor was doing, and that's why he asks for our help. Bringing these supposed future Pokemon into the current day was completely destroying the ecosystem. But right now, his free will is being overwritten by his programming by the original professor. So now we have to beat 6 basically legendary future Pokemon. The thing is, it's a little weird that every Pokemon in the future would literally be robots. First up is Iron Moth. This is a mechanical version of Volcarona, and according to its Pokedex, it's a UFO sent by aliens to observe humanity. What? Fire and poison type. You definitely just dig this. And we hope we go first, and we hope it just dies. Iron Thorns? I don't know their names. This is apparently a Tyranitar from 1 billion years in the future. Do you realize how far away that is? 1 billion years of technological advancement, and it barely looks any different to the one from Poké Studios. Rock and electric type. It's not gonna earthquake us because we have the air balloon. I don't know what it's gonna do. Stone Age probably. We dig again. Die. That's 4 times super effective as well. I think those are the easy ones. Jugulus. Weak to electric, right? This one is literally a robot Hydreigon. The Pokedex says it's the offspring of a Hydreigon that fell in love with a robot. What are you talking about? My god. 3 down? Up next is Iron Hands. Alright, this one's a bit scary. Apparently, Iron Hands was once an athlete that was mortally wounded but was kept alive by being made into a cyborg. So at some point this was a person and still is a person, and it just happens to look like a Hariyama. There's no way any of this is true. If this fake out's right now, this is the biggest brain ever. Is this where we Terra? It probably wants to Drain Punch us because we're an electric type right now. Thunder Punch is resisted. Iron Head is resisted. It goes for Drain Punch every day. If we switch to Fairy now, Drain Punch is resisted. Here it is. The Fairy. Pawmi. Terra Blast. Whoa. Okay, no kill. Drain Punch. Ate that up. Terra Blast again. And we're fine. We can't take a single other hit though. Here we go. The fastest Pokemon in the world A robot penguin? This one is really weird. It is the 9th fastest Pokemon in the entire game. Faster than Jolteon, then Greninja, then Mewtwo. And yet, the Pokedex says that this thing was created by an ancient civilization. So it's not from the future. I don't think this is a time machine. Does maximum speed 31 IV and 252 maximum EVs in speed do you outspeed this thing? Die, die, die. Iron Valiant. Boost to energy. Attack was raised. We know we outspeed this, we just need to kill it. It's fairy and fighting type, weak to fairy. Iron Valiant, apparently an experiment gone wrong. It's an AI robot, the product of a mad scientist's effort to create the most powerful psychic Pokemon of all. That sounds kind of familiar. And honestly, how dare they create something this sick? Iron Valiant is basically a fusion of two of the world's most popular Pokemon ever, Gallade and Gardevoir, but it's not just that. This is a futuristic fusion of Mega Gallade and Mega Gardevoir. It's a failed experiment because in the scientists' attempt to create the most powerful psychic Pokemon of all time, they instead created a cruel, unrelenting artificial intelligence that isn't a psychic type. Gardevoir gets its psychic powers from its emotions, its humanity. So in creating a war machine without empathy, this Pokemon lost its psychic type, and the mad scientists failed. Do it. Yet, I don't think any of that story is true. We have one fight left, and it's supposed to be a Miraidon versus Miraidon battle, but Mochi ain't having that. But first, some explanation. All of those stories about the Paradox Pokemon are written in some crazy magazine, and a book that Professor Turo was obsessed with. But none of the stories make any sense at all. So I'm pretty sure there's something deeper going on here. Arvin himself calls the Pokemon nonsense that his dad managed to bring into reality. One of the Pokemon in the book is literally a sketch that someone just drew from their imagination, completely made up. And then somehow later, we find a Pokemon that looks very similar to it. How? Turo is so obsessed in his mission to bring these Pokemon from the future that he completely abandons his own son. He wants them to exist so badly that it seems like he actually imagines them into existence with this supposed time machine. But I don't think it's a time machine. It seems like these Terra Crystals may have the ability to grant desires. The best example is the AI Turo. AI Turo literally states that artificial intelligence like him is technologically impossible, but that he was made possible thanks to Terra energy. And Turo's notes are full of him wishing that he could have a second self. And now thanks to Terra energy, he does? Not only that, but he literally terastallizes, pretty much proving he's either controlled by or made of Terra energy. And he's not the only person who's terastallizing. AI Turo gets taken over by his programming again, and we're forced into the final battle of the game. So, why is Moxie-kun terastallizing? In another universe, back during the fight with Eri, things went bad in Moxie-chan's Nuzlocke. She found herself begging to the universe for it not to end there, and it seems like her wish was granted. Moxie-kun suddenly realizing that she was Charlie's new trainer, he felt compelled to help. So he helped, with a strange lack of memory of his life before Charlie. Turo sends out the second Miraidon we saw earlier. Then Donut, our Miraidon, unlocks its true form and prepares to take it on, but a small orange leg stands in the way. Mochi destroys the Alpha Miraidon, and after we win, the Professor's terastallization breaks. His wish is to go into the time machine and live with the Paradox Pokemon, and despite being the wish of an overworked professor, his dreams come true. But Moxie-kun is a wish as well. A kid wished into existence from the mind of a schoolgirl, with the sole purpose of helping her complete her Nuzlocke. That's right, this was a side story. But it's not done yet. Having saved his world from the Paradox Pokemon and helping Moxie-chan complete her Nuzlocke, Moxie-kun's time was up. Mochi led the way, and it seemed like he wanted to go back to where he was first caught. And we are still supposed to evolve this guy, so it seems like a fitting spot. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at his ass! He's so hilarious! Where are you going? He wants to go to the spot, bro. He wants to go to the spot. Come on, Pawmi. Mochi, let's go, bro. Keep up. After 22 hours of Pokemon Violet, we were finally back where we started. Still with no starter, but instead with an immortal level 100 Pawmi. On the way up, Moxie-kun sees a figure that looks just like Charlie the Fuecoco, and it seems to be waving to him. But when he gets up there, it's just another Pawmi. Alright, there's one final thing we forgot to do. He finally gets to evolve. Before Scarlet and Violet, there was no electric and fighting types, and I've always wanted one. Electivire? Nope. Zorora? Nope. So when the Pikachu clone came along, with Charizard's color scheme and a little Moxie haircut, it's almost like Game Freak knew what they were doing. He evolved into the electric and fighting type Pokemon Pawmo, who was grilled by everyone because he's just basically a Pawmi that stands up. But that's because he was already perfect. But after all this, asking Mochi to change just doesn't feel right. A little later, Moxie-kun gets a call from Jock, who's invited him to go to the Kitakami region. So he, Mochi, and Eternity, his new Iron Valiant, head up the mountain to get one last look at Paldea. But he knows he's not making it to Kitakami. She is. And if you want to watch her Nuzlocke, which explains this in much more detail, stay to the end. Pawmi only. Pokemon Violet completed. Alright, the story continues in the Teal Mask, so subscribe. And if you want to support me making these massive videos with 50 anime artworks in them, come join my Patreon. You can get all the high-res art, PSTs, some exclusive stuff. Thank you, and if you really want to support, watch one of these videos and go down the Moxieverse rabbit hole.